Get his hands on the mat, trap the arm, trap the foot, bridge, roll. Bridge and shrimp. Get on your side, hook the foot, get to half guard, shrimp, full guard.
My name is Jason Sago, former UFC fighter, 3rd degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm here to help you guys escape the mount. Here are 3 essential escapes you guys should know. Let's go over the very first escape you should know from bottom mount, the trap and roll. So being on bottom mount, it's a really bad spot to be. If it's self-defense, if it's MMA, he has the ability to throw strikes. Boom, boom, boom. So whether you're doing jiu-jitsu or MMA self-defense, if he's throwing the strikes, I need to off-balance him. I need to get his hands on the mat. And the thing is like, I don't want to relieve the pressure right away because he's just going to posture up. And now we're back to where we started. He could hit you, he could do damage. As soon as you knock them over, as the weight and pressure goes to his hands, I want to trap it. So I'm going to use one of the strongest grips we know. It's called the gable grip. So palm to palm, thumbs in, all fingers in. I'm going to go over, under, and then I'm going to lock this in nice and tight. If he tries to pull out that arm, should feel nice and stuck. And then before I put my foot down, I'm going to make sure I don't put it down in the center. I put it down to the outside of his foot. Because if I don't trap this foot, I'm going to then lose it. When I bridge, he has a post there. So I got to make sure I got his arm controlled. He's not able to post with his arm. I got to make sure I'm controlling that nice and snug, and I got to make sure I'm controlling the foot nice and snug. Then I'm going to create a little bit of space. I want to make sure I'm tilting my head off of the center line. I'm going to create this void for him to fall into, and I'm going to use the power of my legs. I'm talking about my hamstrings, my glutes, all the major muscle groups. Can we jump off for 1 sec? It's really important that you don't have your legs straight. If you look at my hips, when my legs are straight, I can barely get them off the ground. Watch my hips now. When I tuck in both of my heels as close to my butt as I can, my bridge is going to be that much more powerful. So we're going to need to use the power of our bridge to knock him over. So as he gets to the mount position, we've knocked him over, boom, trapped, and now I'm going to create the space, use the power of my bridge, make sure that foot is right in the center. We're going to bridge up, and then we're going to roll. And as we're rolling, we're already transitioning. Hand to the bicep, hand to the bicep. We want to make sure we're keeping our hands on the biceps because, one, he could hit me if my hand's on the floor, boom, boom, boom. So I want to make sure I'm controlling. He tries to hit you, you're still going to be nice and safe. Another thing too, even if it was just jiu-jitsu, if my hands are on the floor, he can look for kimuras, boom. He could grab onto my lapel. He's got my posture controlled, set up his chokes. So we want to make sure we're controlling his arms. That way he can't re-attack you. Let's go into it one more time here. The opponent's got the mount position. We're going to make sure we cover our face for safety. Boom. We trap, open, bridge and roll. Hands on the biceps here. Escape number 2, the power shrimp. So normally when you guys are practicing jiu-jitsu, and I'll just do this on my own for 1 sec, our shrimping, we're keeping our hips low to the ground, we're getting on our side, shoulders and hips. But when you're on the bottom mount, it's not so easy to do. If I just try shrimping, if he's on top mount and he's put all his weight on me, if I try to move my hips, I feel like really stuck, right? So the thing is, if you jump off, first thing we have to do is get his weight off of us. How do we do that? We have to bridge. So we're going to tuck in both of our heels nice and close. As we bridge here, that gets his weight off of us. Before our hips hit the ground, we're going to then shrimp. So we're going to transfer his weight off of us with the bridge, and then before the hips hit the ground, we're going to create space and shrimp. So this is what it looks like. He's here, top mount. I'm going to get his weight off of me by bridging up. And now I'm going to shrimp here. And not necessarily your first shrimp you're going to be out. It's usually 2, 3, 4, depending on the resistance level, the weight of your opponent. So here, I'm not facing him yet. I got to shrimp again and then get my feet on his hips, legs in between, back to a guard position. So he's on top here. Remember to bridge, get that weight off of you. Even if he's like postured up here, I still want to be bridging and shrimping out. Getting those feet back in front. And here's my favorite one. I saved the best for last. I like this one because it works on so many different kinds of opponents. Doesn't matter about their size, their weight, their skill level. It's important detail that you need to get on your side here. So if they're on top mount here, I need to bridge to create the space to get on my side here. Once I'm on my side, I'm going to look to hook his foot. The important detail was getting on your side, because if I'm flat on my back here, look how my foot, I'm not able to hook, right? So I need to bridge, get on my side, right? As I'm on my side, now I can hook his leg. Once you have the leg hooked, you're gonna use that force to pull his leg in. Also your forearm, your elbow, drive, pushing it down as you pull your leg up here. Now we've gotten to the half guard. One important detail here is when we're in this half guard position, if I keep my hands on the same side, he can cross face me, crush me here. It's not good. As soon as you start your shrimping, your half guard, you gotta immediately get your frames in. That way he can't cross face you. He tries to crush my face, I'm fine here. I have full range of motion with my head and my neck. So then I'm going to put my foot on the ground, shrimp one more time, and then get both of my legs back into a full guard position. Ideally, I'm controlling the posture as well. Let's go into it from the beginning here. He's on top. Good. I want to make sure I get the space, so I'm going to bridge, get on my side. Bridge on your side. Once we're here, hook that leg. Little detail, if his feet are completely flat, it's hard for me to hook here, right? It's not easy. He's not giving me the space I need. If he's up on his toes, easy hook. If he's flat, laces down, I need to modify. I modify by going laces in, I capture, I lift the leg up, making it lighter, and then the same idea. I'm gonna use my forearm, push it down, and I elevate, raise my right knee up, 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 up. Now I've captured his leg. Frames go to the opposite side so you can't get cross-faced. Again, we're gonna create some more space by shrimping and then capturing the guard. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I'm also offering a free course. You could sign up in the description below.